medical card, which is known as Medishield 3. Alright, so let's put the brochure up the screen. Alright, so let's go through their brochure. Alright, so basically for Hong Leong's Medishield 3, they actually offer a no-claim incentive where it will be 50% of the insurance charges as cash reward to stay healthy. So basically, if as long as you don't make a claim, they will actually give you back up to 15% of the insurance charge for this medical card itself, right? So if let's say you are loyal to Hong Leong with this policy itself, you will actually auto increase your the room and board by 50 ringgit every 10 years, all right? And if you choose a room which is with lower charges, 80% of that unutilized room and board will be refunded to you. So meaning to say, if you decided to go for a cheaper room than what your room and board is entitled for, you actually can get up to 80%, right? So how does the reward works? Alex purchases Hong Leong Insurance Medishield 3 plan, MS3 300, with a room and board of 300, and he received the first no claim incentive 15% after 18 months for not making any claim. He stays healthy and continues to receive the no claim incentive every 12 months. Unfortunately, he is hospitalized for 5 days due to an injury from a serious accident. He stays in a room that costs 180 ringgit per day with the unutilized amount to 120 per day. So in total, 600 ringgit times 80%, which is 480 ringgit, will be paid to him. Within this 12-month cycle, of course, he's not entitled to the no claim incentive. He recovers and stays healthy and continues to receive the no claim incentive. After 10 years of purchase, his room and board benefit entitlement is increased from 300 to 350 ringgit. All right, I hope that is clear. Of course, you can always pause the screen to look through the brochure itself. So let's go through what's special, or what I would say is good in this medical card. All right, I would say things like lodger expenses is good, where if let's say you need to actually rent a bed, take care of the sick person, that person can actually entitled to claim for the lodger expenses. All right, in this case, of course, is as charged up to 150 days. All right. Okay, let's look into what's available. All right, so another thing that is added on within this policy will be actually the traditional Chinese medicine, which you can actually claim up to 200 per visit, up to 12,000 ringgit per rider year, to 500 ringgit, and up to 30,000 ringgit. This is especially good if sometimes we would want to opt for TCM instead of Western medicine. So this is actually one of the benefits that you can actually get to enjoy, which a lot of other insurance companies may not have this kind of benefit. All right. Outpatient. So basically, one thing that I like about this medical card is the outpatient physiotherapy, which is actually added on as the coverage, which a lot of other insurance do not actually include this. Right. The rest are actually pretty similar. Your cancer, your treatments, your kidney dialysis. All right. You have your outpatient dengue fever as well. Okay. So you have an option where, in lieu of the cancer treatment, maybe you would like to opt for other alternative treatment. You can actually opt to have a payment of between 3,000 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit for up to 12 months, right? Maximum claimable up to 2 times per lifetime. And okay, let's put in the figure right now that the 3 different plans that's available for plan 200, 300, and 500 respectively will be 1 million, 1.5, and 2 million, right? And also, one thing I like will be actually emergency evacuation and repatriation, which is some insurance companies do not include this, but I would feel that it's actually a very important rider to have, especially if we do happen to be overseas, and this is something that we can utilize, right? Okay. And another thing is deductible. So it's assuming if let's say you do have an existing insurance policy, or you would like to enhance it on top of your existing one or your employee's insurance. This is where you can actually enjoy it from 25% all the way to 80% of the cost of insurance if you do choose a higher deductible. So this is actually one of the good plus point, right? So this roughly explains how deductible works. But to sum it up, if let's say assuming you have 20,000 deductible, all right, and basically if let's say you do claim you do claim for 1 million, for example, so this for 20,000 will be borne by you first, and then the balance will be covered under the 980,000 under the Hong Leong's insurance, right? So you also have an option where you can actually select for your post-retirement whether you want to have a deductible or no deductible. So assuming that if let's say you want to enjoy your discount while you're still in employment and fully benefit from your employee's insurance, you can actually opt for a higher deductible. Once you actually turn the age of 60, you can actually choose the option to remove the 75,000 deductible and be fully covered by the Hong Leong's medical card. So during your employment until the age of 60, you actually get to enjoy 80% off, which is I would say it's very worth it, right? Okay, so remember earlier our Medishield from room 200 and 1 million itself all the way to 500 to 2 million. So with this rider benefit million extra 3, you can actually add on 1.5 million to make it into 2.5 to 3.5 million annual limit. So this is for people who feel that you want to enhance further on your annual limit so that it won't get outdated so fast, or you would like to be covered on a higher annual amount. So this is actually one of the rider that you can add on without paying so much for the additional insurance charges. All right. Okay. Another thing that you can actually add on will be the Medicash relief. So in this case, you can actually receive a one lump sum of 20,000 ringgit if it so happen that you happen to have an ICU admission for at least 5 days consecutively. Okay, let's go through. The coverage is up to 85 years old, yeah, for this item. Failure to perform 3 out of 6 ADL or unable to work in any occupation. Open surgery for major organs such as the heart, lung, brain, liver, and kidney. The major organ failure like heart, lung, brain, liver, and kidney. Surgery requiring general anesthesia leading to at least 15 days consecutive hospitalization will entitle you for this 20,000 ringgit cash relief itself, right? And of course, if you do happen to have any cancer, heart attack, stroke, deafness, or loss of speech before the age of 100, you are entitled to actually claim for this benefit as well, right? And lastly, of course, you have an option where you can add on the overseas treatment as well, so that if you do happen to seek for overseas for this 5 specific treatment itself, you can actually do so. All right, but of course, it's limited to Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, right? Okay. So, what do I think about the medical card offered by Hong Leong based on the above benefit itself? I would say that this is actually one of a very good plan. To summarize it, you get to enjoy 15% of the no claim incentive. All right, and on top of that, you're actually covered quite comprehensively with the annual limit, which you can choose from all the way to 2.5 to 3.5 with the add-on million extra 3. All right, and of course, if you have existing medical card or your employee benefits, you can actually utilize the pre and post retirement with deductible options to actually save on the premium without having to pay such a high amount of premium while you're still under employment. All right. So yeah, basically, if you do have any questions regards to Hong Leong's medical card itself, you can always feel free to contact me, or you can actually leave a question in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer your question. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video then.